To you, Jim.
Well, I don't think any blame.
Lennox head down, frowning in concentration.
Well, Lewis has got a 5-inch height advantage, corresponding reach advantage. We're scheduled for 12 rounds.
I like the American touch in the corner, give me 5.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Oh, the tricks have started.
A little bit of jitters. Let's call it pre-fight nerves. Not from the fighters, from the trainers.
This is all good showbiz stuff, this. You leave our boy alone, I'm not going here. Oh, yes. This is the real deal.
When the bell goes, both fighters will be on their own, that's for sure. I bet the trainers don't jump in there, Dave.
No matter how many men you've got in your corner, when the bell goes, it's just you.
The size of Lewis must be imposing.
He's dwarfing his man.
For
I know
Chanet.
I said something like 19 pounds, looks twice that.
I've seen Chanet perform once before when he fought Britain's Jess Harding. Got outpointed in that one in Brentwood. That was one of his losses.
I remember how that Chanet, the champ, has never been knocked out.
It's the first time for everything. It's the right-hand shot of Lennox Lewis, the chopping right hand, which could be effective tonight on the smaller figure of Chanet. I was reading the other day that Chanet don't watch tapes of fighters, and he may wish he had done after this one. Good looping left hook from Chanet. No problem.
Lewis just sticks out a left jab, it was nothing more. And Chanet just could hardly believe it, staggered back.
I think Chanet's been cut already, and he certainly looked to the ground. He's obviously worried about his eyes.
He's got his back to me, I can't see it at the moment, Jim.
Yeah, he's
yes,
cut.
Between the eyes.
Bad position.
Right between the eyes. Blood pouring down. And I think we can safely say this isn't going to go 12. Lewis, impassive, hands down, stalks his man. Catches him again.
Lewis looks too big, too strong.
That left jab. I've never seen a man rot with a straight left jab like the Frenchman's being at the moment. Franz Martin calls over. The doctor. And a little wash and brush up there. You can see what a nasty cut.
I'm glad the referee let it go. You know, the guy's defending his European title. That'd be a tragedy in the opening round.
Well, Chanet, who is not regarded as a big puncher, has got to give it everything he's got in a bid to create a big upset here.
Lewis just looks too big, too strong.
Lewis has a broken sweat at the moment.
And obviously, he doesn't need no confidence boosting after this opening round.
That jab must be like a broken light bulb being smashed in your face.
There's nothing on them shots from Chanet.
No,
nothing for
nothing
Lewis
at all.
to worry about.
Every time Lewis catches the champ, he hurts him.
This ain't going 12.
Well, we've been wrong before about a fight lasting the distance, Jim, but I can't see we're going to be this time.
Nice little touch on Lennox Lewis' shoulders. It's one Canadian flag and one British flag, if I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Delayed action from the referee. Looked like he was going to make a decision now. Big round for Lewis.
Yeah, emphatically Lewis's round. We're with Jean Chanet now. Well, there we go. Jean-Maurice, second defence of the European title. Of his 7 losses, or his 10 losses, I should say, 7 have been on points. 2, he's been stopped to avoid taking further punishment. And once, he lost on cuts.
They're watching him very closely in that corner, Dave. They're a bit worried they're going to try and slip a bit of new skin on, I think. What he took off in the changing rooms.
All this sweetness and light right above us in the Lewis corner.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 2.
No, that cut ain't gonna hold up. No way. Lewis wants to look good. He's going to try and bomb him out in style.
Well, let's see if Lewis can do this in style now.
He needs to. No,
The Frenchman, give him credit, he's trying to make a fight of it.
Now Lewis knows he's got to look good. He's got to sell himself. He don't want to just win on a cut. He wants to win in style. He's trying to KO the guy. He wants to bomb him out.
Well, we in Britain know how good he is, but this fight, as I say, live in Canada, and North America will want to see just what this man Lennox Lewis is made of. And he's giving them a fair idea.
Fair play to Chanet. He's got a couple of good belts on the chin and he's kept himself together. Still trying to come back with good shots of his own. He's a game fella.
Hasn't thrown a jab in this round as Lewis. And the left jabs in the first round, I think it was a left jab that opened the cut. They were fearsome.
Very relaxed style that comes with confidence, obviously. Americanised.
Well, Lewis is quite happy to take shots. He knows the only way that Chanet's going to hurt him is to shell him for 3 days and send in the infantry.
Yeah,
he's not going to hurt him by hitting him.
Treated Chanet with contempt. Absolute contempt. You certainly won't think Lennox Lewis was the challenger. Looks every inch the champion.
Frenchman's cuts open up again.
The jab's the best weapon in Lennox Lewis' textbook to use.
He's got a lovely jab.
Absolutely.
He's giving it everything he's got. There's Chanet. He's fighting like a champion.
He knows he's on borrowed time, Dave.
Yeah.
Good jab again. Can't miss him with the left hand. Carries his hands very low and the reflexes ain't quite sharp enough to miss that jab. That jab's very fast.
Funnily enough, it's not actually easy fighting a man who's that much smaller than you. You've got to punch down all the time. And that cut eye of Chanet's,
he's in trouble.
It looks in woeful condition. Franz Marti hovering anxiously. The Frenchman's got through another round, but it was emphatically Lewis's.
It was a big round.
Rubbed out with a towel, a bit of water, a bit of Vaseline, and that was that. I've got to say, it's sloppy corner work from the champion's corner.
Well, Chanet may be a champion, but his corner can't be described in the same breath.
The corner amateur night in Dixie. You get the feeling that Lewis could finish this any time he wants.
Absolutely second rate.
Oh, now Lewis doesn't want to get too careless. A big round arm swing catches him on the side of the head, and he's got him.
I think that upset Lennox and it's fired him into this aggressive onslaught. Lennox getting caught with 1 or 2 shots. But as I said before, you can't get in the water and not get wet. You know, Lennox is out there, he's very determined to win the title. He wants to win it in style as well. You know, when you're trying to look good, it's very, very hard to please everybody.
Good left hook.
Screwed left uppercut, left up, good shot.
Well, French supporters trying to get behind their man. Bit of a forlorn task, got to say.
Well, Chanet's come into the ring he hasn't really thought about the task that he's going to be facing. The shot he's used most as his deliberate is the right uppercut. And, you know, Lewis just towers above him. Can't see the point in that.
Lewis almost swings himself off his feet throwing that short right.
He's certainly a game fella. Without the cut, you don't know, he may have hung in there for a few rounds.
The thing is, Jim, that the Frenchman is so small compared to Lewis. Lewis is finding it very difficult to throw body shots. He can't get the leverage on him.
Yeah, he looks weights above him, Dave. He really does. He looks, in the amateurs, this would be a super heavyweight in Lennox Lewis against just a normal heavyweight.
That's right.
And Lennox is a real big guy and a well-conditioned athlete.
Well, he scaled 16 stone, 3/4 of a pound.
That's the right shot for Lewis to use, the uppercut, against the shorter bulldozing tactics of Chanet. Good left
Keeps wobbling him.
From Lewis.
And the eye, once again, sending the blood trickling down Chanet's nose.
Chanet's as game as they come. He's took 1 or 2 clumping right hands around the side of the head. Still hanging in there and giving his best shot.
Well, the champ hasn't even threatened to win a round yet, but he's still there. I'm looking over from where Jim McDonnell and I are sitting. We're right opposite Chanet's corner, and I've got to tell you, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. They're not giving him any kind of rubbed down, watered down. No, you watch the attention or lack of attention on that eye. Have you seen him touch it yet? No, neither have I.
The only thing they'd done to him when he got back to corner was hit him on the head 3 times with a towel. He took more shots in the corner than he took in that round. It's frightening.
That's when he wobbled in that round. He's taking a lot of stick, the Frenchman. Question is how long Franz Marti will allow the one-way traffic to keep up.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Matter of time.
Seconds out, round 4.
Fourth round, scheduled for 12. And you don't need me to tell you who both boys are, do you? Lennox Lewis in the black and white, and Chanet in the blue and gold. Jean Chanet, the heavyweight champion of Europe. A lot of good fighters have held that title. Last British boxer to hold it is Frank Bruno.
I know the 2-horse race, you can never have a red-hot favourite, but I just can't see how Chanet can pull this one out of the bag. Lewis is better in every department. The guy's cut. He's away from home. It really is an uphill battle.
Yeah, like E.T., he's lonely and a long, long way from home, and he's very lost.
I keep talking about that jab, but it really is something that Lewis has developed as his best weapon.
Well, I tell you, if ever we're going to see a bloke knocked out with a jab, it might be tonight.
Certainly game, Chanet, but there's no... the left hook's just strictly an arm shot. There's nothing behind it.
Appropriately, with this fight taking place on Halloween, Chanet starting to look like an extra from Nightmare on Elm Street. He's in a sorrowful state.
Referee watching very closely.
Chanet glanced momentarily down at us then, a face filled with pain and punishment.
Ooh, took 2 good shots there from Lewis.
You start understanding now, Jim, how come he's never been knocked out. He's a tough character.
Lewis has put other fighters away with the same shots, but Chanet really durable. Not just takes the shots, but comes back with shots of his own.
The eye, once again, pouring blood. Lewis, I should expect, completely unmarked.
He's got no answer to the jab, Chanet. Lewis could win this contest with a jab on its own. Absolutely treating the champion with contempt, Lewis.
A caution from Franz Marti.
Good right hand that time, but no problem for Lennox, deals with it comfortably.
End of 4.
When he received that cut in the opening round, Dave, I didn't think it'd go this far.
Well, he's done well, but I'm still sticking to my guns, Jim. I don't see any way this will go 12.
No. If it goes half a dozen, I'll be surprised. But I've got to take me out after Chanet. You know, the guy's durable, and he hasn't just stuck his hands up and retired. He's given it his best shot.
Well, we're looking over Chanet's corner. We're facing him, and he looks desperately tired.
He really does. Not just tired, but probably sorrowful that his title may shortly not be his anymore. And the cut adding to his problems. And so are the corner.
Corners, 10 seconds.
I haven't even touched that cut, Dave.
Well, Chanet's record shows that he's had 32 fights. His nose looks as though it's had 52. Round 5, scheduled for 12. Lewis, remember, never gone beyond 8 rounds before. Ozzy Ocasio took him the full trip at the Albert Hall in London. But nobody else has heard the final bell.
Another good shot in right hand from Lewis. Chanet really does absorb a good shot. And he's going to need to, because he's started to ship 1 or 2 now.
Let's get to his body. Step around.
Well, the Frenchman has so little left now beyond wild swings and lunges. And I think we're getting to the point now where perhaps Franz Marti could start thinking about the wisdom of letting this fight continue.
Lennox is hitting him at will, really.
That was, well, in the kidneys. To a certain extent, Chanet brought it on himself by turning round. Face your man at all times. That's the instruction you get from the referee before a bout.
Lennox Lewis is on a mission. Chanet looks like he's on a lost mission to me.
He's hung his chin out a couple of times, and you can argue the toss, what would have happened if he'd been in with a real puncher. Then again, if he'd been in with a real puncher, would he have hung his chin out? And Chanet continues to look in a sorrowful state, and a good left to the solar plexus, and the Frenchman almost doubles over.
The body shot was a painful one. Chanet looking to hold every opportunity now.
And once again, the jab, jerking. And, well, do you reckon Franz Marti should say enough's enough, Jim?
It's very, very, very tough decision. The guy's defending his title, the title's on the line. I don't feel the cut at this present moment in time is affecting his vision, but he's taking one hell of a shellacking.
Good body shots. And the end surely can't be too far away now. Well, Jean Chanet, it must be just a matter of time now. He's a beaten man.
Seconds out, round 6.
Round 6.
Lewis started off a good
Can't be
round.
too far.
It's all over.
It's got to be. It has to be. The eye pouring blood.
Lennox.
Oh, no. That's it. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Doctor says no. That's it. It's all over. It has to be finished. And it is.
Good decision from the referee.
We have a new champion.
European champion, Lennox Lewis.
Well, Lewis did a thoroughly professional, workmanlike job on that. He just cut his man to ribbons. Frenchman comes over, congratulates sportingly Lennox Lewis. And this man is now... This man is the former champ, and Lennox Lewis can regard himself as the best heavyweight in the continent of Europe.
So Lewis had won his first professional title, and it wasn't to be his last.
To you, Jim.
Well, I don't think any blame.
Lennox head down, frowning in concentration.
Well, Lewis has got a 5-inch height advantage, corresponding reach advantage. We're scheduled for 12 rounds.
Like the American touch in the corner, give me 5.
Oh, boy, here we go. Here we go. Oh, the tricks have started.
A little bit of jitters. Let's call it pre-fight nerves. Not from the fighters, from the trainers.
This is all good showbiz stuff, this. You leave our boy alone, I'm not going here. Oh, yes. This is the real deal.
When the bell goes, both fighters will be on their own, that's for sure. I bet the trainers don't jump in there, Dave.
No matter how many men you've got in your corner, when the bell goes, it's just you.
The size of Lewis must be imposing.
He's dwarfing his man.
For
I know I
Chanet.
said something like 19 pounds, looks twice that.
I've seen Chanet perform once before when he fought Britain's Jess Harding. Got outpointed in that one in Brentwood. That was one of his losses.
I remember that Chanet, the champ, has never been knocked out.
It's the first time for everything. It's the right hand shot of Lennox Lewis. Be a title. That'd be a tragedy in the opening round.
Well, Chanet, who is not regarded as a big puncher, has got to give it everything he's got in a bid to create a big upset here.
Lewis just looks too big, too strong.
Lewis has a broken sweat at the moment.
And obviously, he doesn't need no confidence boosting after this opening round.
That jab must be like a broken light bulb being smashed in your face.
There's nothing on them shots from Chanet.
No,
nothing for
nothing
Lewis
at
to
all.
worry about.
Every time Lewis catches the champ, he hurts him.
This ain't going 12. The chopping right hand, which could be effective tonight on the smaller figure of Chanet. I was reading the other day that Chanet don't watch tapes of fighters, and he may wish he had done after this one.
Don't jump, Lennox. Stay smooth. Snap.
Good looping left hook from Chanet. No problem.
Lewis just sticks out a left jab. It was nothing more. And Chanet just could hardly believe it. Staggered back.
I think Chanet's been cut already, and he certainly looked to the ground. He's obviously worried about his eyes.
He's got his back to me. I can't see it at the moment, Jim.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
cut.
cut between the eyes.
Bad position. No wonder he
Right
ripped the
between
skin
the
off.
eyes. Blood pouring down. And I think we can safely say this isn't going to go 12. Lewis, impassive, hands down, stalks his man. Catches him again.
Lewis looks too big, too strong.
That left jab. I've never seen a man rot with a straight left jab like the Frenchman's being at the moment.
Lennox, back it up in that chair.
And the
Franz
doctor's
Martin
looking at this
calls
very
over.
early.
Lennox.
The The doctor.
Just back him up in the chair, then crack
And a little wash and brush up there. You can see what a nasty cut.
I'm glad the referee let it go. You know, the guy's defending his